Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial. This segment's being brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals publish to inform their audiences, to grow their practices, and to leave a legacy. We're doing a spotlight on remarkable attorneys across the country with a focus on elder law and on estate planning. Joining me from Orlando, Florida on this segment is Heather Kirson. Heather, welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Heather, tell us, I know elder law and estate planning is quite a broad topic. Tell us a little bit about your areas of focus and the types of clients that you focus on serving.
Sure, I'd be happy to. So a lot of people don't really understand what elder law is. And although estate planning is one portion of what we do, there's really a broad, very technical focus we have in elder law, where we have extra training in the aging process. We have extra training in how to work with people with dementia or Alzheimer's. We also understand the intricacies of what people face as they age in the long-term care arena, which is very complicated in the United States when someone needs assisted living or nursing home care. So our practice encompasses estate planning, guardianship, that would be necessary if someone loses capacity or they're being exploited financially. We also have probate division. We do trust administration, we do litigation in those areas, but a big part of our planning is how to help protect assets while helping individuals secure public benefits to pay for assisted living and nursing home care.
As we're recording the segment in May, it's Elder Law Month, and I wanted to really bring more awareness to this topic. Because I feel like this topic, a lot of people want to kick the can down the road and they're not always totally prepared. What are some of the big benefits of like getting all your ducks in a row early rather than later?
Well, I'm so glad you're acknowledging Elder Law Month. It's really important to get the correct information out there. I meet with clients every day that get misinformation from good-meaning people. So maybe a neighbor or a facility. So it's really important to meet with an experienced elder law attorney that has been practicing for some time. In Florida, we have board certification. So it would be important to find a board certified elder law attorney. And getting the information now before you need it in pre-planning is so much, you will get such better outcome than if you postpone it, put your head in the sand and say, well, that's never going to happen to me, which unfortunately, none of us want to talk about our own mortality. None of us ever want to end up in a nursing home. But what I tell people is if you get the help early on, you can help avoid possibly ending up in needing a nursing home care or assisted living. So our goal is always to empower the elders to stay as independent and in control of their life as long as possible. And pre-planning helps you do that.
You mentioned some misinformation or myths and misconceptions that are floating around out there. What are some of the biggest myths or misconceptions that you've heard?
So one of the common ones I hear is I don't need a durable power of attorney or a healthcare surrogate if I'm married because my spouse can make my decisions. Well, invariably, both spouses age similarly if they're within the similar age, and we have two people that can't make decisions. So if there's no durable power of attorney, there's no one to make medical financial decisions, and if there's no healthcare surrogate, there's no one to make healthcare decisions. Also, there's just a lot of misinformation about public benefits. In Florida specifically, our homestead is protected from all creditors, and people think they're going to lose their house. They think that they're going to have to spend all their money at the nursing home until they get benefits, and that's just not accurate.
So, when is the right time? I know people like to kick the can down the road and
Right.
they think that this is like, if I start planning this, that means I'm going to die soon.
Right.
How soon is too soon, or when is the right time to start getting your ducks in a row?
So really everyone 18 years or older should have an estate plan because you're legally an adult and your parents can't make decisions for you anymore. Really, the majority of clients we see, I would say, are between 55 and 99. People that are just retiring and wanting to find out what they need to do are people that have retired and maybe their documents are from another state and they've recently moved to Florida as a snowbird. Or one of the spouses is getting sick. So any age we can help, but the sooner the better. I have had clients hire me to do their estate planning. We get all the documents drafted, and it takes years for them to come in and sign, because there's that sense, if I sign these documents, then that means that's going to be the end. And that's really not the case. Getting the documents in place ensures your independence more than anything, and ensures your wishes will be honored.
That's interesting. So as a marketer, my marketing brain is starting to turn here. And it sounds like, to me, it seems like it's just a new term needs to be coined and promoted, almost like an independence plan or something. And people should all have that at the age of 18. You start promoting that, and I think we'll get some traction on this subject.
Right.
Heather, what are some of the like biggest mistakes or pitfalls that you've seen people make that you could help people avoid?
People have a fear maybe of seeing an attorney, or they think it's going to be too expensive, so they try to do it themselves. So I see a lot of documents drafted by people that maybe they borrowed someone else's will and changed it to make it their own, or they use a document they buy at Office Depot. Those never usually turn out very well. We actually, in our field, save you money. Even though, there's a fee for our services, you're going to get very comprehensive documents from us that are going to meet almost any fact pattern that could arise. If you're doing it yourself, you're going to probably miss something important about the law, which will cause litigation in the future, and litigation's very expensive. So we want to avoid that at all costs. So do it yourselfers. Also, maybe taking your legal information from a nursing home or a neighbor. You really want to meet with an attorney that understands this area of law. Even if you have a friend that's an attorney, if they do criminal law, they're not going to be able to help you with elder law. So it's a very specialized area that you really want to go to a specialist for.
Heather, what inspired you to focus on elder law and estate planning specifically? How did you get started in this field?
So I have a background as an associate geriatric care manager. So before I went into law, that was the field I was in. And I really just learned, I fell in love with the elder population. I wanted to help. I saw how much need there was. And we had a case where a wife was very worried she was going to go bankrupt because her husband was in the nursing home. And I contacted a local elder law attorney, and she was able to help them on such a significant level that the wife was safe, her assets were stable, and her husband got the care he needed. So I was very impressed by what that elder law attorney could do. And that's what got me inspired to go into elder law.
Terrific. For folks listening that are in the Florida area where you can help, how do they find you, connect with you, and learn more?
Sure. So they can go to our website, which is www.kirsonfuller.com, which is KIRSONFULLER.com. They can call us at 407-422-3017. And we give a monthly free seminar on all these issues each month. And that's on our website. And it's also in the Orlando Sentinel. We used to do them in person at the Mark Street Center in downtown Orlando. I hope to be back in person this year, but we've currently been doing them via Zoom during the pandemic. And that's a great way to really learn more without really, you can go to the seminar for free and ask questions, and you can learn maybe why you would need to come in and have a consultation with us and what the benefit of that would be.
This has been terrific. Great information, Heather. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to share with my audience today, and I wish you continued success for you and for all of your clients.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Heather Kirson from Orlando, Florida. And this segment's been brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals publish to inform their consumers, to grow their practices, and to leave a legacy. That's all for now. I'm Mark Imperial, and thanks for joining me.